Hi there, I'm John. I am a patient of Ryan from Barbell Physical Therapy and Performance. I'm a power lifter and a healthcare professional. I came to Ryan through a friend who's also a physical therapist because I had a grade 1 spondylolisthesis, which is essentially the vertebrae that lay on top of each other. One of them is slipped forward, which can cause some nerve impingement and back pain. I've had this for quite some time, and then it just started to flare up last winter. So I found Ryan. He seemed to fit well with my goals because as a lifter, you want to be coached by other lifters and people who are in the industry that understand what goes into training and how injuries can affect your performance in training. I've done traditional rehab therapies before in the past, many years ago, and they are typical non-weight based things and not really for lifters and won't really help you under a really big squat or deadlift or bench. But Ryan's therapy seems a little bit different. So when we first started out, Ryan kind of had me doing more body weight stuff, getting more range of motion built, and then we slowly built up all the way to kind of heavy Zercher Jeffersons, which have been awesome. So his physical therapy using a barbell really transfers over, which I've seen in my lifts, which has been great. My back pain essentially is gone. My spine seems much more stable now. I actually had a thoracic spine injury a few weeks ago, and I told Ryan, and he was able to change up the program and fix it right away. Ryan is very responsive and just a very all-around great guy. He listens to you, and if you have any concerns or questions, he's definitely very quick on answering you. He's also a great wealth of knowledge. If you ask him any questions, he's totally okay and will explain all of these to you in simple terms if you don't really understand medical jargon, which I think is great. He's really good about taking the time to fully assess your injuries. When I first started with Ryan, we did a full movement assessment, and this can be done in over a Zoom call, which is super convenient for me, someone with a busy schedule. And he was able to assess my movement and then put in a nice custom plan that helped with my not only back pain, but also had some right-sided internal rotation hip issues, which also we were addressing, which seem to be now resolved. So I think Ryan has something great over at Barbell Physical Therapy and Performance. I think it's something unique. It's totally worth it, in my opinion, especially coming from a lifter. I'm able to squat, bench, and deadlift and move around better than I was previously. Last winter, I had this back pain flare and I thought I was never going to lift again, which is what an orthopedic spine surgeon told me. And then now Ryan has me kind of busting through a bunch of plateaus, which I never thought I could before, and moving much better and feeling better throughout the day. And I think that is priceless. You can't put a price on health and moving around and feeling good every day. Other than that, I think the programs Ryan does give you are 100% custom, and he is tweaking them, based on your feedback. There's a check-in every now Sunday, which he'll ask you on Monday how you're doing. And I think that feedback is really well. It takes into account your stress levels, your nutrition, so he can kind of adjust the sets, the reps, and the RPE based on those things. And I think that's been great. Overall, I'm really happy joining Ryan, and I think he's worth every penny. He's one of the best physical therapists that I've seen and that I've known, and I've sent a lot of patients to a lot of physical therapists, and I think he's probably one of the best ones I've ever worked with and best I've ever seen based on his track record and his programs that he does. So I'm really happy with my program and with Ryan as a physical therapist and a person himself.